characteristic 30 points last night. Halen comes down with a rebound. And you can tell it's just an off night across the board when the Lady Bruins are down at 32 when it's all over with. They were only able to navigate 8 points in the first half. And after that big bomb by Sophie King, back on the attack for the Jackets. And the big three. Aniston Vucicek, she is a senior on this team. They only have 2 seniors, Vucicek and Emma Grace Austin. Of course, the Lady Bruins still without the services of post player Ava Barham. Got the screen and the 3, and Lily can't quite make it go, and Ellen Driver is going to go down and chase the offensive board. And taking it all the way down. Open drive, nobody challenging Halen Ayers. So Lady Bruins keep the lead. And here goes the steal. This is going to be underneath Sophie King, and she missed the layup. And it'll go back to the Lady Bruins. That was an outstanding turnover, and it was just one of the things I think Sophie didn't expect to be that wide open underneath. Halen taking her time. They are not giving her the double and triple team that she had last night. That one's off the mark, and it'll be back to the Jackets. They absolutely just, last night, the Peabody team they smothered Halen all night long, and she could not get open for her patented 10 to 12-foot jump shots. This is Vucicek. And that one gets away. Try to bounce pass. Want to try to get into Julie Lunsford, and second turnover for the Jackets. These Christmas tournaments are just so important to continue this kind of game competition. Some of these teams they're going to see again if they are in their conference. But the key in all of this is to keep them from having 3 idle weeks. And Halen with the fall-away jumper, she already has 7. She's 3 of 4. And they're double teaming it, and Halen's going to get the steal. And I think she's gone down the stretch she goes, and timeout is going to be called by Greenfield. So Lady Bruins off to a hot start. They lead it 9-3. Back in a moment.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Halen Ayers already tonight 4 out of 5 from the floor. She has all 9 of the Lady Bruins points. And that is a distinct flip-flop from what she had last night with the struggles that the entire Lady Bruins team had. She only managed to get 6 shots off the floor last night. And it was just an off night across the board because of and here goes another steal. This is going to be a foot race. I don't think she's going to catch her. And the left-hand layup is there with down the stretch for Lily Teague. So they have been strong in forcing turnovers already in this first quarter. And the foul is on Fisher. And Lily going for the three-point play, and the iron was unkind. And Fisher, the rebound. Lady Bruins double teaming the ball all over the place, and that all-court pressure is really making a difference. low-scoring affair last night for the Lady Bruins is you had a point guard in Jemiah Carter that succeeded in holding the ball oftentimes 40 to 45 seconds on one possession, and they were all over it in the middle and managed to keep Anna Grace Abernathy, the junior, from connecting. So you can tell that they have been jacked up for this one tonight. And they go to Abernathy, and she falls away, and the iron was unkind once again, and Mia Spellings the rebound. And they work the perimeter once again. And Lily can pull up and shoot that three at almost any given time, and she did have 3 3-pointers last night in her 13-point effort. Halen working one-on-one against Vujicic. And that pass just got astray, and that's the first turnover of the evening for the Lady Bruins. Next weekend, we will have boys basketball with a New Year's Classic. And that'll start over at Liberty High School in Jackson. And the steal and the layup is there for Mia Spellings. So 8 points off turnovers already for the Lady Bruins. And how about this? Another one. They're just it's a very young Greenfield team. They're playing with only 2 seniors, and they've got 3 juniors. But the roster is predominantly loaded with freshmen and sophomores. So they're not as experienced as some of these Jackets teams of the past, and Halen Ayers with the turnaround already in double figures with 11. That was almost stolen away by Mia Spellings. And they have really clogged up the inside. The three goes astray for Fisher. And here come the Lady Bruins on the attack again. Big three again. That's from about 30 feet out for Halen Ayers. And they slow that tempo down once again. And almost stolen, and let's see if they just allow it to get, and they save it, and Halen with a layup. That's what you call continuing court concentration. Halen may have a career high for the first quarter. They've already forced 7 turnovers, and this all-court pressure is just giving all kinds of fits to Greenfield. Big bomb three, and that one's going to be an air ball. And Lily Teague the rebound. And with 1:15, they're going to just take their time. Up in this one, 20-3. And now Lily's going to set up the play on offense. And they got an offensive foul. So that's only the second turnover for the Lady Bruins. It's on Ellen Driver. It was away from the ball. Lady Bruins with 2 fouls and Greenfield with 1. So we're still under 1 minute, and Greenfield has a lot of work to make up this 20-3 deficit. So far, they're 1 out of 5 from the floor. They haven't been able to put up that many shots. Jumper. Not there once again. They go for the offensive board, and it's going to be a jump ball situation with the alternate possession going to Greenfield. And to toss it in is Vujicic. And they can ill afford to eat up a lot of time on the clock because they're in a situation now that they are forced to make a move as early as they can. And again, some confusion on the exchange. And took the step before she went in for her drive, and Vujicic coughs it up. 8 turnovers already for Greenfield. So the Lady Bruins will play it largely for the final shot of the first quarter, which has been played extremely fast. Halen Ayers with 16, and she goes again for the bomb, and she is red hot tonight. And that is the end of the first quarter, and want to talk about domination. That was it, as the Lady Bruins are on top 23-3 in this third place game. Commercial message, and then we'll be back.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Halen Ayers with 19 of the 23 Bruin points in the first quarter. 3 of them were three-pointers. She was 3 of 4 from behind the arc. Last night, as I mentioned, she was held to not even getting off, but 6 shots in the entire game. Well, guess what? She's already put up 9 in the first quarter, and she is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 9. Shall we say through the roof, 89% from the floor. Lily Teague with 2, Mia Spellings with 2. The only basket for Greenfield was a 3 very early in the quarter by Aniston Vujicic. And the Lady Bruins with first possession of the second period. And in talking about the fact that they only have 8 available players, that means some of these are going to have to be going a long distance in this contest tonight. And very crisp passing around the perimeter. And there's a drive. Halen is fouled as she was about to dish it off in the corner to Lita Rose, who's in the contest now. That's the first team foul. Jaylee Bowers with her first. And got to hurry to find somebody open. And Driver stops and pops and hits. So it is a 25-3, just total blowout so far. We've had 4 Lady Bruins to score in the contest. Abernathy tries to dish it off. And underneath, can't get the layup. And Halen the rebound. Big bomb, short. And trying to take it down underneath, and Ellen will go to the line for 2. She was not going to be denied an opportunity on that offensive rebound. Anna Grace Abernathy commits her first, and so Ellen will have an opportunity for 2. And the Lady Bruins are just working on all cylinders here this evening. Checking out will be Lily Teague, and coming in is Sophie King. Got them both. And it is 27-3. And if Greenfield does not get on the bicycle soon, we may see a continuously running clock in the second half. And that one is going to be a steal anyway. It would have been an over and back violation, and Halen with a 23-footer off the back of the iron. Underneath, overshooting it. Jessie Vi had an open opportunity and just could not get it. And the violation is going to send it back down the other way. 9 turnovers for the Jackets. Lady Bruins on the rebounding edge, 8-3 in this contest so far. And this is the deliberate offense for Halen. They're just going to execute a bit of clock. And they're working the perimeter once again. And underneath, Halen fouled as she went in for the layup, and she'll go for 2. So Jaylee Bowers commits her second. And Halen will go over 20 if she gets one of these 2, and she does. 20, just barely a minute and 50 seconds into the second quarter. Second one off the mark, and the rebound comes off to Fisher. But they are really giving them fits trying to get the ball across midcourt. This score looks like one of those 4 touchdowns to a field goal. And Fisher tried to get an inside lane, and there was just nothing going. And they tried to get it over Halen, and that one didn't work. Jessie Villa with the rebound. This has to be an extraordinarily frustrating afternoon for this Greenfield team. Just nothing seems to be working. They're 1 out of 8 from the floor. Jumper, connecting. 22 for Halen Ayers. So here we are. And you take a look at that score, 30-3. That is correct, folks. And it goes off of the knee of Abernathy. And the Greenfield team just looks to be thoroughly frustrated, if not demoralized. And Halen Ayers will finally sit out for a minute. 22 of the 30 points that USJ has delivered so far. And trying to hang it back outside again is Mia Spellings. Faking the 3. I thought Ellen was going to go for that one. And the jumper for the 3 is there for Lily Teague, picking up where she left off last night. And traveling is called. And that was a quick call on that one. And again, more frustration sets in for the Jackets, and checking in now will be Bella Turnbow. She's a sophomore. And Lady Bruins are just almost doing absolutely no wrong in this one tonight. And again, good, crisp exchanges around the perimeter, going for the bomb, in and out. Thought Mia had that one. She certainly had the range. The line drive on that one just didn't go. From the corner, and that one won't go. It'll go back to the Jackets. The only basket has been by Vujicic, and that came a minute and 10 seconds into the game. And going in and collecting the foul on the drive will be Fisher, so maybe that will stop some of the drought. Lily Teague committing her first, but that's only the 3rd foul in the entire game for the Lady Bruins. And that one's there. So Fisher finally ends the long string. Lady Bruins had scored 28 in a row until that free throw. Iron unkind, and that's going to be Ellen Driver tipping it out. She scrambled to try to get over there. And Jessie Vi getting ready to check back in. And open in the corner. Had a screen and had a 3 for Vujicic once again. So again, Lady Bruins are playing the entire roster so far. Got 3.5 remaining and up by 26. And they're just waiting on the right screen or to see if they can open up the middle for a drive. And Ellen's going to try to drive it herself, and It's a jump ball, but the alternate possession is going to send it back in the other direction. She just had too many hands that got in the way of that one and could not connect. She was triple teamed as she was making that drive to the basket. And Jolie Lunsford checks back in for the Jackets. And again, they're staying with that all-court pressure, not as much double teaming. Bella Turnbow was open for a three, but opted not to take it. And here goes Teague with a rebound. And down the stretch they go with Ellen Driver. So once again, it's almost back to a 30-point margin again. Almost stolen by Lily. She's playing intense defense tonight. And they're just too reluctant to go for the three, and that's an air ball. So right now, 1, 2, 4, 6, 11. 2 for 12 for only 16% for the Jackets, and Halen comes back in after a couple minutes rest for the final 2.5 of this first half of play. It was 23-3 at the end of the first quarter. And Halen's going to try that bounce pass. It was going to be a give-and-go play and just didn't have enough on it. And the Lady Bruins are moving back into position in their half-court defense after they go with the double team at the opposite end of the floor. So that is now turnover number 11 for the Jackets. Lady Bruins have picked up 12 points off the mistakes by the Jackets. And again, very deliberate pace on this one. They don't have to be in any degree of a hurry with this kind of lead. And you got an offensive foul away from the ball, and that's probably on Jessie Vi. The Lady Bruins have turned it over 5 times, but they've not given up any points off those mistakes. So we're down to 1:45. Good to be with you here on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network and our good friends from Worthy Road Studios that proudly present you USJ Bruin basketball. And they're going to take their time, but unfortunately they need a lot more urgency than what we're seeing. And they cannot make any movement against this USJ defense. And moving with her, that's going to be Halen's first foul. No bonus on that one. And checking back in for, that's Aniston Vujicic. They would like to get her open for a three again because she has 6 of their 7 points, and Halen almost came away with that one. We're live from Gibson County High School, where this Christmas tournament has been going on since Wednesday afternoon. And we're delighted for those of you who have been with us, moms and dads, brothers and sisters, grandparents, aunts and uncles, all of you who have young ones who are playing in this tournament. We just appreciate the fact that you've given your time to be with us. And we're under a minute. And traveling is called. Took a step before she went in on the drive, so that's 12 turnovers now. Brianna Fisher checks back in for the Jackets. And Joel Ayers sets his offensive formation. And another offensive foul away from the ball. And that's charged to Lily Teague. That's 2 of the last 3 possessions that they've given it up on a turnover based on an offensive foul. And they're going to take it very, very slowly. But as I mentioned, to make any kind of a comeback after being down 28 at this point, they were down as many as 30. You got to have much more urgency than what we're seeing. And part of the reason they're not that urgent is because of the Lady Bruins defense that has been surgical here this afternoon. And Halen will come down with a rebound off the air ball. And underneath, just missing the layup, was Jessie V. She had a wide open look at it. And Abernathy tries to bank one in and can't get it. And that one's going to go back to the Jackets. They're going to have to put it up quick. And that one does not go for Bella Turnbow. So it has been all Lady Bruins. They are up at the break 35-7, and I'll give you the scoring very quickly for Greenfield. Aniston Vujicic with 6. She's got 6 of their 7 points. And for the Lady Bruins, it has been the Halen Ayers show. She had 19 in the first quarter, 3 here in the second, 22 at halftime. Lily Teague with 5. One of hers is a three-pointer. Ellen Driver has picked up 6, and 2 for Mia Spelling. So those are your scoring totals as we take the break. And what we'll do is get the calculator out and give you the totals on all of the team statistics right after you have a chance to visit with some folks that we think are the most important for this because they bring you and make possible USJ Lady Bruin basketball. And that's our sponsors. We'll be back after you visit with them.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is Old Frosty on its last legs? Don't wait until it's old and cold. Give your home and family the gift of comfort. A new York HVAC system with a free 10-year parts and labor warranty from McCoy's Heating and Air. Get the security and savings of a 10-year parts and labor warranty free with the purchase of qualifying systems. So you and your whole family can celebrate in comfort with the gift that keeps on giving. A new York HVAC system delivered by Santa and his merry team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
Well, let's bring you the halftime statistics. Just total domination by the Lady Bruins, 35-7. You'd think it was 5 touchdowns to 1, the way it looks out there right now. Let me give you the halftime stats. And field goals, look at this, 61% for the Lady Bruins. Such a complete turnaround from last night. Greenfield, it's been a nightmare, 15%. They've only had 2 baskets, and both of those were 3-pointers. 3-point field goals, USJ 36% for the game, 33% for Greenfield. They are 2 out of 6 from behind the arc. Free throws, USJ is 60%, got the edge on Greenfield, 50%. Greenfield 1 out of 2. That one that went in was from Rihanna Fisher. Rebounding edge, 11-7, 3 each for Lily Teague and for Halen Ayers. Turnovers, the Lady Bruins have forced 12 on Greenfield. 6 have been committed by the Lady Bruins, but look at this. It's just a goose egg here as they have in the points off turnovers category just swamped that one 12-0. And that's the way it all looks with your halftime statistics brought to you tonight by Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz Sports Network, recognized around West Tennessee as the leader in digital sports television. And Lady Bruins, who just have very calmly and surgically gone about this domination in the first half, they will have first possession, and Halen exchanging pleasantries with the officials, and we are just about set to go. And wish all of you Merry Christmas wherever you happen to be along our network. We are hoping that it's in West Tennessee. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a cloudy and rainy day on Christmas, but it's the warmth and the feeling and being around family that will make everything all right, even if it does rain. So, and the foul on the drive, or they're calling that an offensive foul. They do. Ellen Driver, it was away from the ball, so that is the second on Ellen. And that's the 7th turnover. So they try to capitalize right off the bat. It has got to be tough to come out of a locker room knowing you're down 35-7. And so Jaylee Bowers is only the 3rd Jacket to score from anywhere on the floor this evening. Halen's going to take it right in the middle. Stop and pop. Easy release on that one. 24 points for Halen Ayers. You knew she was going to have a big night when everything started out in the first quarter, and she had those 19 points. Lily T commits her 3rd. Fisher goes to the line. She has the only free throw that, and now the second one that the Lady Jackets have tallied tonight, and checking out is going to be Lily Teague, and Jessie Vi will be back in. I guess we could call her Jessie V because her last name starts with a V. A minute into this 3rd period. And once again, Halen Ayers quarterbacking them. And they are giving Ellen Driver all kinds of fits. It's a jump ball, and so the alternate possession will go back to the Lady Jackets. So turnover number 8 for the Lady Bruins. That's one category I know that Joel Ayers would like to see reduced. But this is one that you look at and you just say, as far as how they are faring against Greenfield, it's a case of just what the final is going to be. This one is pretty well in the books. Halen almost got the steal, and they may not get it, and it's an over and back violation. So that's turnover number 13 for the Lady Jackets. And the key thing is that I know Joel and Ashley Ayers do not want to see this team put on the brakes as far as their fundamentals are concerned. And long bomb for Ellen Driver off the mark, and are they going to call it over the back on Halen? Yeah, they are. They said Halen reached over the back to get that rebound. That's her 2nd. That's the 3rd team foul on the Lady Bruins here in the 3rd quarter. Just barely 2 minutes into it. And they whip it around the perimeter once again, and Fisher tried to get a drive, and they have just made it almost impossible for Greenfield to go inside the paint. Big long bomb. Vujicic cannot make it go, and Ellen Driver the rebound. She's tried 6 from the corner, trying to get an answer shot. It's not there, but Halen turns around with the follow and connects on the offensive board. And going to the floor hard was Fisher. She picked herself back up very quickly. Halen almost got that one away, but in gambling on it, Anna Grace Abernathy gets her first basket of the evening. And they go for the bomb again, and there's going to be a race to catch up with it, and a nice job of racing over to collect it, Sophie King. And the foul, they'll play it down underneath. And the foul is charged to Anna Grace Abernathy. That's her second. 39-14. It was 35-7 at halftime. And there you go. Give and go play, and it hung up on the lip for Ellen Driver. Oh, my goodness. And Vujicic trying to get a give and go of her own and throws it away. So Lady Bruins will try to capitalize off another turnover. They have made 12 points off mistakes by the Lady Jackets. And it's just been a tough outing for Tori Liggett's team. And, of course, basketball in Greenfield, particularly girls basketball, is of legend, but this is one of the youngest teams they have ever had. Almost stolen, and it is. And on the retrieve attempt by Sophie King, she is charged with a foul.
Personal foul number 15, Sophie King, her first. Team 4.
So after that huge first quarter, up 23-3, this one has been relatively even. A few more mistakes for the Lady Bruins, particularly in this third quarter. And we're about halfway through it. Trying to get it inside the perimeter, and the give and go doesn't work. And Halen's going to take this one and dish it off, and the left-hand layup is there for Ellen Driver. Excellent, unselfish play. Ellen with 8, so she's very, very close to getting in the double-digit category. And Vujicic tries to drive it left-handed and can't get it to go. And Lita Rose with her first rebound. And they're going to slow the tempo down once again with 3:20 to go. They're going to work on trying to develop screens to see if they can get somebody open down low. And there's Ellen again for the three. Nope. Iron unkind, and the rebound comes off to Bella Turnbow. Ellen had the range on that. It just simply refused to stay in the cylinder. Now they're going to have to hurry to get that one. 10-second violation. We knew that count was getting very, very close. And Mia Spellings checks back in. She's been on the bench for a little while with 3 fouls. Well, this is going to be not what the Lady Bruins would have loved to have had an opportunity to be in the championship game tonight against Gibson County, but it's a good Christmas week outing to end up as just rolling off of that. A good Christmas week outing for the Lady Bruins to be able to knock out 2 victories again, and doing so shorthanded. And now Greenfield slows the tempo, which is something that they can ill afford to do. But as we say, that defense has just been smothering tonight. Ellen Driver back up with another rebound. They got her hemmed up in the corner over there, but she manages to navigate her way out of it. Halen, again, taking her time as we're under 2 minutes. And she has been dishing it off, and there was some confusion there between Lily Teague and Mia Spellings as to which one was to cut for the ball, and it ended up going between them and out of bounds. And Halen will check out of the game. 19 in the first quarter, and for the complete game, she has 26. And calling for it is Emma Capps, the sophomore. She's working against Jessie Vi, and they scramble to get it. And let's see if they call a foul or if it is a jump ball. And it appears that that is on Capps. After she lost control of the ball, she's charged with a foul. 17th turnover now for the Jackets. And Ellen Driver checks out for a break. Well, it appears everybody's going to have an opportunity to play in this one tonight. We've stood on 41-14 now for a while, and just not able to control her momentum was Sophie King, and so she commits the turnover. And believe it or not, the Lady Bruins have been outscored 7-6 here in this third period. And you got a big battle going on between Vi and Capps. Under a minute. And trying around a double spin move. And Fisher can't get out of her own way in there. And that one's off the mark once again. And Lily Teague taking her time. And they may be playing it for the final shot of this third quarter. And you can see there's not even any movement here. It's almost like a freeze frame, to be continued, same time, same channel next week. Nope, offensive foul. It's a moving screen, and that's on Lita Rose. So I hate to say it, but the game has somewhat bogged down here with 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. And with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the quarter, we were at 41-14. And that bomb goes off to the right for Bowers, and that is the end of the third quarter with the Lady Bruins still dominating 41-14. We'll be back to wrap it up with the final 8 minutes after this.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Our crew tonight, and we'll mention them again at the end of the game. Your director is Christopher Reasons, and on cameras, Billy Bolin and our good friend Eric Inman. And the executive producer of Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network is the incomparable Paul Schultze. So a final 8 minutes on this one, and again, it's not that we're trying to minimize it, it's just a question as to what the final score is going to be. This was one that has been in the book since the first quarter for the Lady Bruins when they were on top 23-3. And Halen Ayers may have retired for the evening. I think we may well not see her in this fourth quarter. 26 out of the 41 points. And the jumper, and she was fouled from behind. Lily was pushed just as she released the ball. So she'll have a couple. And that is on Aniston Vujicic. So Lily, her second trip to the line so far. And connects. And Lily with both of them to give her 7 on the evening. And again, slow tempo for Greenfield. This is not a team that this year, with this youth that they have, they are just not meant and not built for come-from-behind efforts. So they're just trying to run their discipline with their offense. Some of these girls get some more experience, and they'll be a contender once again, but it is very, very tough for them right now. But they did manage to come away with one victory in this tournament, and the turnover once again. Lady Bruins need some help, and they finally get it. And Lita Rose getting it down and dishes off, and Jessie Vi could not hold on to it. They were going for a give and go underneath that probably would have led to an easy layup, but she could not hold on to it. So 13 turnovers now for the Lady Bruins. And again, continuing to play that largely a 2-3 zone, and that has kept them from getting inside for, well, the best I can say, they've gotten inside for very few layups tonight. In fact, only 4 in the entire contest, and only made one of them. And on the drive, it is the offensive foul that will be charged to Rena Fisher. That is her second. And we have a continuously running clock now with this 29-point lead of the Lady Bruins. And almost stolen away, and they finally get it back. Mia Spellings controls it. And again, they keep it way out front. Open for a moment was Spellings. There you go. Jessie Vi was open underneath, and they managed to connect. And that's now 16 points off of turnovers from the Lady Jackets. And they're back up over 30. And underneath, getting inside with the layup and the foul for Anna Grace Abernathy. She is 2 of 7 from the floor tonight. Lily Teague commits her 4th. That's not characteristic of Lily, but she'll come out, and Ella Hall Eldridge will see her first action this evening. She is that other redhead on the Lady Bruins team. The one we usually talk about is Ava Barham, who is over there on the bench. As we say, she's continuing to nurse that shoulder injury, but the hope on her part is that she will be back on January the 5th. That'll give her another, shall we say, about, and a steal, and trying to get it down is Fisher. And they charge the foul. Lita Rose actually was not a bad foul to try to break up what would have been a sure layup on the part of Fisher. And she connects. She is 4 of 5 from the line tonight. But in the entire game, and this is, as we say, uncharacteristic of traditional Greenfield girls basketball, they have only connected on 5 field goals in the entire game tonight. So this is where you got, particularly some of the ones that come in off the bench, this is where they begin to get some of their real experience. And somebody's got a cut. And timeout called by Joel Ayers. Let's take a break. Lady Bruins still on top in this one, 45-19. Stay with us.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Lady Bruins trying to get it in, and they finally do. Sophie King. Now she's going to change direction and try to take it all the way down. Got it high off the glass. Sophie saw that ticket going down the middle, and that's her first basket of the evening.
Basket by Sophie King.
So they're back up by 28. We've got 3 minutes remaining, and it will be officially in the books for the Lady Bruins. And trying Vujicic, stop and pop, and it hung up on the lip and went through. She has 8. So they finally broken the 20 barrier in this game. And that one off the foot of Sophie, but she's got it back. And in tonight's game, we've had 6 Lady Bruins to score out of the 8 that have been available, and they have just particularly defensively dominated this game. And they're looking for Vi to cut underneath. She was picked up by Lunsford, and that's going to go back to the Lady Bruins. And I can tell that Lita Rose is a bit frustrated that she couldn't get that one into an open player underneath. And under 2 minutes remaining. And I know all of these young people are looking forward to the rest of the holidays with no exams, no papers to write, no projects to turn in, but just to have an opportunity to get some mental rest. Lunsford committed that foul, and so too much off the back of the iron. She pushed that one. And Greenfield is going to send in some of their reserves again.
Number 44,
Campbell McAllister is in. And both of them go astray, and McAllister gets her first rebound of the game. Getting down to the 1 minute mark. And this is one in which the work was largely done in the first quarter because the Lady Bruins were up 23-3, and reach-in foul is going to be charged to Sophie King, her second. And then at halftime, 35-7. And for all intents and purposes, at that point, it was game, set, and match. And that one went astray. And the clock continues to run after the Lady Bruins at one point were up 31 in the contest. And so they've got one more opportunity, but I think they will probably just hold on to it and not try to aggressively pursue the basket. Well, I said that, and there's the turnover. And trying to drive it all the way home and getting the final basket was Jaylee Bowers off of the turnover. And so the Lady Bruins take it 47-23. Not a lot of scoring in the second half by either team. And let me give you the final totals on the scoring here. For Greenfield, you had 8 for Aniston Vujicic, but she was just really hemmed up all night. She was 2 out of 7 in three-pointers, and she had 2 3-pointers in the first half, and frankly had 6 of the 7 points for the Lady Jackets in the first half. She ends up with 8. Anna Grace Abernathy with 5. 5 as well for Rayana Fisher and for Jaylee Bowers, and that was their total of 23. And for the Lady Bruins, it was a full night's work in the first quarter for Halen Ayers. Certainly a different game than when she was hemmed up so much last night. 19 points in the first quarter alone. And she had 22 at halftime, added another couple of baskets in the third quarter before she retired and ended up with 26 points to lead everybody. Ellen Driver wound up with 8, 7 for Lily Teague. She had another three-pointer to add. And Mia Spellings with 2, Sophie King with 2, and Jessie Vi with 2. And so that is how the ledger reads tonight, 47-23, just a little bit more than a 2-1 victory for the Lady Bruins, as they will now take a break until January and enjoy some rest. And next week, we will be with you for a boys classic that will be in Jackson that will open up at 10 o'clock on Friday morning at Liberty High School, featuring our Bruins. And so we hope you'll be with us for that. And so we will be, that tip-off will be at 9:55. And for those of you who follow us on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, also that same afternoon at 5:30, we will be out at Union University for the Lady Bulldogs taking on Tennessee Southern. But we are also going to be doing a girls classic that will be in Martin. So there's going to be a lot of action next weekend, and Worthy Road Studios is going to be everywhere. So we hope that you'll join us for that, and it'll be available again on the Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel as well as the Facebook page of USJ. Well, let's tell you who did all this tonight. Our telecast was directed by Christopher Reasons. Cameras, Eric Inman and Billy Boland. And the executive producer of Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network is the one and only Paul Schultze. I'm Steve Beverly, your play-by-play man, and I wish each and every one of you Merry Christmas until we're with you again next weekend. Hope you have a fabulous day and a great weekend with family and friends. And so until we are with you next weekend, this is Steve Beverly saying so long from Gibson County High School, where the final score was the Lady Bruins 47 and Greenfield 23. Good night, everybody.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.